Alright, so last time we played felt like centuries ago.
True.
It does seem like
I didn't play.
True. You didn't play.
You
It's been a
did.
month for
You
you.
said last time we played, and I said false.
But
And
the Six of Spades.
Thank you.
The Six of Spades traveled through what was it? Kalani. Had an altercation with the two altar boys. After that, they traveled up to Vinovo, where they saw the weapon tree that the Kingdom of Depirs was working on. After going through Zenovo, they encountered a Etten, a two-headed giant that was very hungry and was looking for its next meal. Then you guys finally reach Noyanovo, where Bhel actually had the group be able to talk to the royalty. Is there anything else that I'm missing?
Nope. I think that was about it. I think we got settled in, and we're waiting on someone to come get us to take us somewhere. I think
to the library.
I'd also like to point out Cuilorea and Imina are both very infatuated with the princess, and she looks like what's the one girl's name? Lucora? Zamani? That's what you said she looked like?
Asami?
Asami, yes.
Does anybody remember what her name was?
Yeah.
pretty sure it was Victoria.
That was expected.
Is that her name?
Yeah, Victoria Gomna, I don't know. I can't read my own handwriting. Her name is Victoria though, with a G-O something something A. Looks like either an M-N or an N-N.
Gonorrhea? That's a terrible name.
That is a terrible name. I would never name someone gonorrhea. Maybe syphilis, but never not gonorrhea. I know it was Duchess Victoria. Alright, so you guys were put inside of rooms. How many rooms do you guys need? Just men in one room, women in the other?
I suppose.
Alright, so.
Thought it was usually us three, and then them three.
That's why I'm asking you guys how you guys want to be put.
But are they sleeping rooms? I would
as in rooms
suppose that it's women and then men. Like they would specifically be like, okay, women and then men type thing.
Would Niramour feel comfortable with that?
With what?
With sleeping with them two?
It's for you this time.
Have you traveled enough?
She'd be more comfortable with it now, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, so as you guys settle in your rooms,
Girl's name.
One of the servants kind of walks up, knocks on each door, and asks you, wait, we left off, you guys were supposed to be escorted to town?
No, I think we were going either to the library or we were waiting on... Me specifically, they were waiting on confirmation from the war camp about me. And then I think in general we're going to have someone take us to either our rooms or to like the library or something.
Yeah, the last one I have down is that me and Imina were bowing to the princess.
Oh, that's... Now I remember what's going on. Okay, so one of the servants walks up to the room where the men are and knocks on the door.
I'm right there. Hello.
Hi, is Mr. Bhel here?
Under his legs. Yes.
This is for you. And he hands you a scroll with a seal on it.
What kind of seal?
It has this seal is kind of a, it's like a pale blue wax with 2 lions facing opposite directions with 2 swords facing down. And on this letter, it says that it says Duchess Victoria gives Bhel and said group that he's with, Six of Spades, and it says in like quotes, access to certain areas. Kind of says like royalty guest importance, like basically explaining that you as a guest of the house have a certain level of power, a certain level of access to certain things.
Okay. Cool.
And he looks at you and goes, if you guys are ready, the carriage is outside for you guys to go to the library.
Angus, Soter, y'all ready? We can go get the girls and.
Am I like good? Am I like awake and all that, and just everything's cool and Jeezy?
I
Yep.
think
Okay.
first day back to normal.
I am
You were
prepared.
really quiet in the last session, though.
That's so unusual.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird.
You were we just assumed that you were meditating the whole time to your god about what just happened to you.
I feel like I should have been feverish and sweaty and like, you know, so like, because that's how I was out of game, so that would be
That's
perfect
true.
for in game too.
Yeah, we can go get the girls and head out. They're ready.
Ladies, are you ready? Is there anything that you guys need to do?
No.
Alright, so you guys go downstairs and are escorted into the carriage. Very fine carriage. It's like black with like very gold trimming, very regal, like with what are those horses called? I don't know.
Clydesdale?
Yes, like 6 Clydesdale, kind of like, well, 4 Clydesdale, kind of like leading, all kind of in the same color of like
The Royal
gray.
Seal?
Do what?
Like the Royal Seal?
They would wear like some type of like drapery of that. For the ladies, there's a man who helps you guys up into the thing.
Oh, no, thank you.
He just kind of like kind of looks at some of you guys and goes, "Oh, Mike doesn't need help, not dainty." But he still is there. Jumps into the driver's seat, takes you guys off to the middle of town. And as you guys can see, he's kind of taking you more towards the luxurious side. He's of it. And as he kind of goes around and kind of comes down, you guys get into the middle of the city, kind of like where the market is, and it's just huge, vast. People are just, you know, the chattering of everything, you know, people trying to sell you things, vendors and everything, just kind of people walking around with their foods and everything. As you guys walk up, you see this like in the middle of town, like bigger than the temples, just this library that's just right in the middle. And then he pulls up, the cart pulls up and kind of lets down the ladder. He goes, "All right, we have arrived." And he goes, "Well, how long will you guys be?"
Don't know. What time is it now?
It is about midday, early midday, about 2-ish.
What's it to?
We do
Okay
not
if
know
we
how.
schedule a ride back around dusk.
Oh, but
Or-
we go.
Or do y'all want to? We can get what we need here and then kind of travel around town. Maybe have them pick us up later in the evening somewhere at a tavern, maybe.
How
Angus?
far away is the castle?
I like.
Were we at a castle? Is that where we're at? Yeah.
Yes, the
How
castle.
far away is that?
The castle, because how big this city is, on foot, it is probably maybe almost like a 30-minute walk.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's more like if we wanted to wander the city.
Yeah.
Do we need a ride for that? Or
Yeah, maybe
would
we can
be
just
able to-
make our way back, but just like while we're looking at everything, just make our way back. That'd be fun.
The driver looks at you. How about this? Are you guys trying to be late as in when the sun goes down, or more of when it becomes dark? So,
Sun goes down. My compatriots will want food.
I definitely want food.
well, there would be food at the palace. Food would be served.
We will be back at the palace in time for food.
All right, and he says, he kind of nods his head and goes, all right, no ride back. Is that what I'm getting the grasp of? All right. He looks at you guys and
I give him a gold coin.
grabs it. Thank you. He drives on back. But as you guys look up at this this library, it is like kind of like looking at one of those like almost like those stairways to like a judicial hall, like how there's like the multiple sets. So it's like kind of has like maybe like about 2 or 3 sets of stairs, and then you see like how it's the color of it is kind of like a metallic bronze color with it. It's got this very big, huge like mosaic like dome over it, like but it's kind of has like this, I don't know how to explain it, like a more of like an orange-ish color stone. I guess it would be best to explain it.
Going in.
All right, so as you guys go in, you can tell that even though outside of this like center, it was very lively and like hustling and bustling, it is quiet in here.
It's a library.
Where's the librarian at? Do I see a front desk that can help me?
Yes, you walk in and you see a younger gentleman wearing like button-down shirt and a vest. He goes, yes, how can I help you?
I need to know where the books are on ancient civilizations or civilizations in general over the wall.
He looks at you and says, hold on, let me get into the books. Gosh, it's been a while. Is there anything else we're looking for?
I need a scribe.
I'm looking for any information on the God of Six, or any information on any magical phenomena that have happened in history.
He's like, okay, gods, is this like recent gods or old gods?
Both.
Okay, gods of old and gods of new. Let's see, magical phenomena, and scribe. So we're going to have to get you a scribe. What language?
Don't know.
Okay, scribe.
Aren't you looking for any magical items or?
I need sugar on this.
Is there anything else that you guys need?
Books on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Books on magical transference and engineering.
Magical transference and engineering.
And if there's any secret places that we should know of regarding those two topics, here's this. Well, it'd be like, here's this.
He looks at you and goes, okay. And he writes that down and he's like, I'll be back. You guys wait. And it seems like it's been like maybe 10 minutes. He comes back with multiple people. He comes back with like one female and 3 males. And he looks at you guys and goes, alright, the female will help scribe, and this guy right here, he points to a man with kind of like a dirty blonde hair and a goatee. He says he will take you to gods and magical, the records. And for you were looking for magic transference?
That is correct.
And engineering?
That is correct.
He points to a man with slick back, short, jet black hair, very clean shaven. He will show you into that direction.
I'm going with him.
He goes, oh, and what was it that you needed?
Civilizations and/or ancient civilizations beyond the wall.
And then an older male kind of has like a very curly beard, but keeps it kind of short and kind of like a messy do. He looks at you. He points to him. He goes, he will show you to old civilizations. Is that everything? Did I miss something?
Are they specifically beyond the wall? Because I don't need to know all the other stuff about the other civilizations.
It's all grouped into one.
Okay.
So that's everything. Is there anything else that we need?
Where's Imina going?
Do you have any information on orcs?
Please be more specific on orcs.
Well, maybe near the wall?
So you're thinking about more of like civilizations of orcs? Mm-hmm. Then you will want to follow your friend over here with the older gentleman. He will direct you to civilizations that should also help you with orcs, especially since we have banished them more behind the wall. Alright. Yay, the party's split up.
Yeah. Alright, you just want to do it one by one?
Alright, yes.
Pick your poison.
Poison.
Pick your poison.
I'm excited to see it.
Every rose.
Alright, so,
You start over there.
yeah, I'm gonna start with Niramour. Niramour,
Yeah.
I need you to roll a
D6.
investigation
I'm
check.
putting guidance on myself.
I can get this.
Well. 9.
All right, Sherlock.
So you guys, you and the person who kind of helps you, he asks you, so like, you're looking for the god of six. Does this god, I mean, from my knowledge, that name is, doesn't really ring a bell, but do you know if he or she goes by a different name? Do they reign over a certain type of
I'm gonna pull the drawing out of my backpack that has the hand with 6 fingers. So this is their symbol, and they reign over carnal desires.
You guys spend like what seems like hours on trying to find something. You find very like vague mentioning of this god. Well, you don't find mentioning of the god. You find other things that might correlate to said person, knowing that it is a deity that reigns in the 9 hells. You see that there's like word talking about how he had an influence in the 100-Year War between demons and devils, or like not the 100-Year War, but like the endless war that happens on between demons and devils. How he is a deity that is more about trickery and debauchery, and how he once fooled a god to have dinner with him and then end up trying to entrap her into the into one of his levels of hell. I think it was the god of fortune and luck.
So I'm also now looking for the war between the demon and devils, and I'm still looking for any magical phenomena.
Roll an investigation check on... Yeah, roll an investigation check looking for magical phenomena.
4. Lucky. 8.
Extra lucky.
You doubled it.
8. What's your intelligence at?
12.
You're not
That's
very
like-
bright.
12 isn't bad.
So-
12 and 10 is like average.
Oh, mine is also 12.
Irony.
As you are looking through, you again are still having a hard time. Like, we'll say, like, you looking for all these things it takes so for like a span of hours. But he finds something, goes, I found something. He kind of like gives you a book that has, it's like a very old kind of charred book that deals with like magical occurrences in this kind of this on this continent. As you can tell, a lot of the book is kind of like burned in certain parts. You can tell that it's trying to be mended. Like, someone tried to mend the book, and so you will see how it'll be like, and on this date, and then it'll kind of like say a couple things, and it'll kind of fade off. Like, it won't even fade off; it'll just be completely blank. But from what you can grasp from it, what are you looking for?
How I got my magic. The event that happened that caused a god to say, this specific creature will balance magic and non-magical creatures.
Well, what the fuck? That's you.
Alright.
You have a date then, don't you?
Huh?
You have a date then, don't you? That you can give them?
27-ish years, 28 years ago.
Alright. So,
Wait, what's that one thing that... Isn't there a show that has a creature that balances
Star Wars?
magical and not... No, it's not Star Wars.
Avatar,
Frozen.
Star
Frozen.
Wars,
Frozen.
Frozen. There's
Did
a
you say
lot of...
Up?
He's mimicking
Yes,
Greg.
Cowboy Bebop, everything.
What show doesn't have a main character that brings balance to?
The Force.
I think I'm just thinking of
Chaos.
Korra because the
Specifically looking for like deeper information on what the clerics told me.
So as you're looking,
Sorry.
he's so tired.
affected me.
No.
All right. You are rolling really low, but as you're looking, you find one book that has to do with the goddess of magic named Elestrial. In this book, it talks about how there was the arcane purge, and with the arcane purge that happened hundreds of years ago, that it was a group of people that completely just tried their best to snuff out magic. It was a magic holocaust, pretty much. And what happened was that over the years, they found out the leader was actually killing off the magical people, or the people who had sorcerer magic, because he was using that as a sacrifice to try to ascend to godhood. That he actually became a demi-lich before he was locked up and sent to another plane of existence. But 28 years ago? 27?
Around there.
About 27 years ago, there looks like they found a small resurgence of people who are trying to bring back the stopping of arcane, trying to devolve back to more primitive and more bases that aren't using of magic, trying to be less codependent on magic and its effects.
So, between the things I'm reading, is there any correlation in these books between the purge, the event that caused me to get this magic to potentially wipe out the purge resistance, the God of Six, and anything I learned in Silla Luna about planar travel?
Trying to like end your character arc now.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what she's trying to do.
That's what it sounds like she's trying to do. Roll an Arcana check.
me. I don't have to play D&D anymore.
No, roll an
New character. Yeah.
roll a intelligence check. Just regular intelligence.
Nope, that won't. No. You roll for something different. Reroll.
I rolled a 19
No,
before
but
you
you
told
roll
me
for
to
something
change
different
it.
though.
I mean, I'll roll
Still
again
counts.
if you
So
want.
it doesn't count.
It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Liar.
And her character arc is up.
Yes, your eyes go blue as you look up into the sky.
You understand everything now.
Is this canon?
No,
Morgan
nothing
Freeman
like
said it. It's canon.
Your eyes go blue as you look up into the sky and go, I know everything. No, so as you're looking at this, with the information that you're finding, you
No.
You're making a big leap. You don't have enough information to
Phew, I thought Niramour was
to
gone.
factually come up with the theory that you have.
A 4 finds me a book, but a 20 doesn't connect to my information. It's fine. It still wouldn't be the end of Nira. She's still gotta balance magic and learn how to be a good
I
person.
mean-
Okay, but is she the balance? Or is she the,
I know,
the
you're-
creation of dark?
You're asking yourself, am I the main character? And like opening up the Bible and going, God, am I the main character?
You're literally being what Tara is, right? Like, just who Tara is. You're like, look at this life. I'm the main character.
And it's like, no, you don't have enough information with, no. But
You're asking the
you
wrong
can
questions.
connect,
Apparently.
you can connect that. What do you know about, what did you learn in Soluna about planar travel?
So, Lucy got stuck in another plane in the mansion with, rich man. He bought the orphanage,
Uh-huh.
The ghost.
blonde hair. Yeah, she got sent to another plane, and we looked up books on planar travel, and Zach's character found his notebook and like showed us some of the stuff about jumping between planes. And I think the people that kidnapped me might have also done that.
So, to help you understand, what you remember from Soluna and the things that you're remembering is a person who had information on how to travel through the planes. You are looking up now the God of Six, which is something that you also cross-referenced from your past. And then you have Alestrial, the God of Magic and Arcana. The connection of her, the man who tried to become a god. So to say that they all connect, no. But to, how do you put this?
No.
In plain English. Common. Sorry.
But to say, I don't know.
We're playing
I
this.
don't know how to say it
That's
for
what we're
you.
doing. Okay.
Basically, you have some information.
Smack your hands.
Okay.
Might as well be at home.
I don't know if the information cannot answer your big, dear God, what is the meaning of life answer or question.
To your library.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No.
All right. Let's see. What was it that you had? Scribe.
Scribe. Scribe.
Ah, yes.
Does she know all the languages since
She knows about 20.
what's his face since Angus didn't give him a certain language?
Or she could cast a spell that would let her know.
Oh, that's true. Isn't there is a spell?
There is a spell.
She's like, I am
There's a
this-
female scribe. All right.
Yeah, she goes, female scribe. She is of ebony skin, short, kinky curly hair, wearing like long purple robes with like orange and gold in it.
How tall or short?
She's actually like fairly tall.
Yeah, gross.
she's kind of like a very slender look to her. She
Even
goes,
worse, skinny and tall and gross.
she looks at you and goes, yes, you've needed a scribe.
Alright, I shove the scroll. Yeah, I can't read. Like, in her chest. Yeah. I don't think I reach her chest. In her
Really?
stomach. I'm just kind of like, bam!
And she,
Read this! Very rude. I want to be rude.
He has it. That's what it was. Yeah, you're the one that had it.
Yep.
let's see if
I
I
forgot about that. You remember?
No.
I dug it up when I was digging. When we made that huge plan for no reason.
Shit, that's right. I
Let's see
completely
if I
forgot
can
about
find my notes.
I was like, what? Who has something like that? I forgot about that.
He pulls it out.
She looks at you, and she looks at the scroll, and she like she looks at you, looks at the scroll, starts to read, and you just kind of see as like she's kind of mouthing what's going on, and her as she's mouthing these things, her eyes just get wider, and she just immediately shuts this and goes,
Come on, dude.
I don't know. I don't know if I should give this back to you. I understand this is your property. You know what? She just hands it back to you. That
Well, I bet
is,
she does.
she hands it back to you and just goes, "Yeah, I would want nothing of that." That is an infernal contract.
And that means?
Basically dealing with the demons of Hades.
How do I make it work?
Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? We're talking about demons. We're talking about contracts with demons.
Oh, shit.
Do you not understand where that could go?
I'm protected by the light of Lord and I'm not worried about no demons. How do I make it work?
Amen.
So we have.
Anti-vaxxers.
She just kind of looks at you and goes, "Really, just sell what we have." Clearly this is already a signed contract.
It's already signed?
Yes, dealing with.
I'm not there, I'm sorry.
This is a signed contract dealing with the name of Seirun.
Seirun. Oh, shit.
Dealing with Seirun.
Because you gotta tell us this later. Or not.
Yeah.
What's her name? Kayn. Seirun Kayn. Dealing with the name also added to the contract. Tozalun? Tozalun. That is Tozze.
I've spelled my own way.
Alright. But it looks like these two people are bounded in a contract. Her soul for power.
Wait, is Seirun the demon or Tozalun the demon?
It looks like Tozalun is the demon.
Cool.
That is more of a. She kind of pauses and goes, that would probably be a demon under Nagu.
We just leveled, right?
No, I got a key item.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
But she looks at you and goes, "Yeah, I don't know what you have there, and I would say be careful."
We'll make it work. Pull the demon out. How do you do it?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Well, find me someone who can, you blithering buffoon.
I would say go to the church.
Oh, false gods.
Oh, I mean, you are a cleric, so you figure out a way to summon him.
Oh, this place is good for nothing. Snatch it and turn around and walk away.
Oh no.
She looks at you. She walks on the opposite
Just looks at
direction.
my backside.
All right, next.
Civilizations for
All right,
100.
civilizations. Each of you guys, since you guys are looking for multiple things or different things, both of you guys make a perception check.
Oh my god.
What we can know what the secret yet.
Oh my god, I just got the highest rolling thing ever.
What city are we in?
No, you know, but
Oh, we don't know.
Ready?
Yes.
14.
27. I found the shit I was looking for. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not. Probably.
probably not.
All right. So, what were you looking for?
I was looking for something that pertains to the dream I had. So anything relating to a civilization beyond the wall that could not be there anymore. And if it's not there anymore, I'm looking for something that was like basically where the people got slaughtered. And if it is still here or was there, I'm looking for something like a glowing crystal crown, plates that levitate, could be magic, I don't know, discs that levitate, a more technologically advanced city.
Okay. Hold on as I find my notes.
I will hold.
What's spell save DC? Is that 8 plus proficiency plus?
Plus whatever your caster, your charisma caster, so your charisma one. Probably wisdom.
Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. This is where it gets hard.
Hold on. He took my pencil. Okay. Yep.
So, you scurry through a lot of the books, and at one point, you find, or you feel kind of hopeless because you're looking through a lot of these books, and you're just like, the books are right there. I feel like I've looked at every book, and then you find this old, very like very tattered book, and it is like a kind of a gray book with like very faded gold, like it had like a gold trimming in it, but that's kind of faded away. As you like start flipping through the pages, it talks about this country called Kongerike.
Let's spell that.
Kongerike. Kongerike.
Looks like Klondike bar.
Yeah. So I need you to make an intelligence check.
That's a natural 20, but hold on.
You are finding it.
27.
As you start looking at this, you can start telling like how it goes from like typical, very common, like the common that everyone speaks, but then or speaks and writes and reads, but it goes into like a older common, and you being a person who comes from a tribe, this language and this you know these symbols, this, it is very easy for you to read it because this is something that your people still speak in. It is still like a native tongue that whenever like they are near enemies that you guys would speak just in case, you know, information that you would not want to be let out. But you learn about this civilization that had technological advances that it seems like not even the people of this time in De Peers haven't even reached. But you read about how these people were called the, where is it? Where is it? The Magen people.
Magen?
Yeah, Magen.
Not Majin.
Magen. Let me see.
It's a J. It's not a J.
Yeah, it's not a J. It's
Oh,
a G.
damn.
So these people, they're kind of spoken about how the humans created these people through magic, and that they were kind of servants to the humans. They did whatever they were told to do, and that they were kind of like these humanoid creatures were made out of pure magic. But you learn about how there was an arcane purge.
Did our camera freeze?
Yeah.
Our camera is so much cooler than y'all's.
It's off.
Clearly.
Somehow it's off.
You can. No.
Just grab.
On the computer, you can turn it off and everybody going.
Oh gosh,
Yeah, don't.
I'm scared.
Hold on.
Is it wireless?
Left player or right player?
No, hold on. We're gonna see if I can. There we go.
Yeah.
I fixed it.
Alright. So I wonder if they're hearing audio, but just not visual. There we go.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Alright, so. Where did I leave off? Arcane Purge?
Yeah.
So there was an arcane purge that happened due to a war that was going on. A war where a person was assassinated with magic, and a lot of people became very weary of magic and those things. And so it kind of like dives into like how it happened. Like if you're looking, it shows you a map of Vyesky, and it kind of shows you like in certain points of where, like.
Can I draw that map out on another piece of paper?
Yeah. Make a sleight of hand check.
I don't want to do it sneakily.
Well, yeah, sleight of hand is.
If I'm
More
going
of
to think,
just-
I'm going to be like,
And no, it's not.
Hey,
It's
can
not
I-
sneakily. This is more of just sleight of hand. Isn't about being sneaky. It's just how quick you are with the hand.
Shuffling cards would take a second hand.
look at my roll
Jesus
save.
Christ. Why can't we be fighting right now?
22.
You do a very good job
Really do.
getting it knocked out and done.
It's a whole ice thing. Cold thing.
Alright.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Amina.
This is really dark.
You rolled a 14
Yes.
and you are looking for
More ancestry. See if maybe there's like information about like where certain, I guess, tribes of orcs live, and trying to figure out how my dad got to my mom and how he got back from my mom, and also who my dad is.
Alright, I love you guys. But
Don't give the lecture to everybody.
I did a pretty good job.
I want you guys to go to your local library and find out the lineage of you guys and like all this stuff.
It wasn't a local library. It was a giant library in a massive city that we took 8 sessions and 6 cities to travel through. I expected to have more information than what it's giving.
I know all
What?
that.
You also rolled a 4 and an 8.
You rolled a 4 and an 8.
I rolled 27, 27, and 24.
So sorry for you that you rolled a 4 and an 8.
Also,
You should
just
have made
like to
him roll
preface
since
this
it's
by
his
saying,
library.
I understand.
His scribe.
If there's not information there, I mean, it's not very hopeful that she's going to find everything that she's looking for, because she knows that orcs are, you know.
In the books
They're
that I've had,
fleeting
could I have
creatures.
maybe seen anything about orcs or anything like that I could have handed to her for her to look more thoroughly through?
Basically, I just want information on orcs.
Alright.
Like, she doesn't know
Orcology
very much
101.
about them.
So whenever you read up on orcs, you read about how there are 3 tribes of orcs that roam around and, as they call, Vitrin, and that is like HVITRRINN. Vitrin. H sound. You would correlate that with the wasteland. And how each tribe is different. One tribe worships Grump? I can't remember.
Grumish.
Yeah, Grumish. They're a very boastful tribe. A tribe that's usually about pillaging. There is a second tribe that is kind of the polar opposite. It tries to stay away from
The first tribe?
well, you just try to stay away from like Grumish and the gods like that. And then the third tribe is dead.
Are they?
Nomadic.
No, the third tribe
Okay, ready.
is
He's like, oh, shit, yeah.
Come off and I'm worried about it.
the third tribe is kind of like the mixture of both. You learn that usually that people that run away from those 2 tribes kind of collected into this tribe here. That tribe is usually the tribe that stays closer to the wall, more in a peaceful stance than the other 2.
While I'm reading about these, I look a little confused, but also a little disgusted at the first tribe. And then I I turn my head the other way. And I look even more confused, but not disgusted at the second tribe. And then I just shake my head because I don't understand the third tribe.
Typical of an orc.
Well, I'm gonna look at the person that led us to the information, and I'm gonna say, how do two types of orcs from very different tribes get along? How would they make up their own tribe like that? Wouldn't they just kill each other?
Well, you would think that, but I think from a lot of the information that's gathered in this book that I've read is that orcs, you have the followers of Grumish, and they are very chaotic. They're very evil. They lavish in the bloodshed. They lavish in the taking, the brutalness, the pillaging and the plundering of all those things. Now, everyone who is birthed from that tribe is not always like that. And maybe what ends up happening is, because they're not like that, they run away. And they try to find somewhere where they fit. But then you see this second tribe. This second tribe tries to be the complete and utter opposite. But from the information that I've always gained and gathered, orcs always have this innate, and I hope this is not offensive to half of you, but they have this primal
Wait, am I here? Do I hear this?
this primalness to want to do those things, and is the fighting the desire to not to do it. And I guess these guys have made their own religion around it. So you have one group that is so far this way, and another group that is so far this way. Extremities usually don't always work. Yes.
That was probably quite offensive to our friend. She's not been anything like primal during the time I've known her.
And again, I'm not trying to be offensive at all. It's just the information that we've gathered.
I
and
see
what I've
Imina
read.
start fuming.
And again, I apologize if it sounds offensive. I am not trying to be offensive in any way. I'm just saying that
Disrespect her race. No offense. I'm just messing with you, please.
it is just about the information that we've gathered. This is all in just the books. It's nothing of what I've experienced at all. This is just information. And you have to take the information as what it is. And until we gather more information that says otherwise, this is all we have.
He thinks you have body odor.
He has a presumption of words.
It doesn't sound to me like information. It sounds to me like assumptions.
Well,
It sounds like you just see pillaging and fighting and think that they're automatically uncivilized and that there's no reason as to why they would do that. When we were downstairs, the guy said that they were
You should prove him wrong by attacking him.
banished.
That's what I was thinking.
Beyond
She can't smell.
So, if you and your family were banished somewhere where there was no civilization and you had no choice but to impede on someone else's life in order to create your own, don't you think you would? It doesn't sound like this is information. It sounds like it's fear. I'm gonna slam the book and walk away.
And
Two of us walked away.
he kind of like looks at you, and he's kind of taken back. But when you slam the book, he kind of like scurrily grabs the book and like tries to. He's like, again, I apologize, and he just kind of puts the book back. But it seems like you are already kind of long gone before he can explain anymore.
I awkwardly look at him. You got any books on giants and furbolgs?
So that's what we're doing today. Lore. It's a lore session.
It is a lore session.
Is that a thing?
Filler episode.
I feel like we totally skipped dwarf lore. I'm a little upset right now.
Stomping my way out of this
You know
library.
what? Never mind. Hold on. I gotta go.
Cursing under my breath.
Actually, we covered a little bit of dwarf lore.
As I walk past the guy that greeted us, I am going to throw him a death glare. And I'm gonna murmur something about holier than thou. And then I'm gonna burst the doors open and I'm just gonna start walking down the street. Just looking at the shops and things.
Alright.
Your library is pissing people off, man.
I'm having a great time.
See what happens. Yeah, well, it should be
It's a
interesting.
massive library in the capital city with no information.
First of all, they probably don't have information about a random occurrence that happened to one angel.
And
Because
why
angels
the hell-
aren't that known anyway.
And the librarian wouldn't summon a demon? That makes no sense.
And it's on the other side of the country from where you came from.
I mean, I came from another continent.
Yeah, so...
I mean, like, it's terrible. They don't have like true facts about these creatures that have just like destroyed lands and like ran away. Like, what?
So Soter cast firebolt and
I'm burning down buildings.
I hope that Imina calms down by the time that you get to her.
So you're like, my friends are angry. I have no information.
This library
No
is
demons.
bad.
Brings it to the ground.
I may be a pyromaniac.
Me, the only one having information? What?
Why burn it down?
Starts trying to throw water on it.
Alright.
2, 4 times a charm.
So,
That was weird.
We were looking for. Remember what we were looking for? No.
yes, I do, but please once say it again, and then
You go first.
Transmutation.
Are we looking for the same
Magical
thing?
transference and engineering.
So, how about we roll with?
Advantage. Or we can just both roll and take the highest one.
Yeah.
all right. So what happens with this one is, so as you guys are being led, the guy up front kind of waves down the person who is taking you guys where you guys need to go, and he whispers in his ear. He's like,
How far away is this dude?
they're about like 10 feet away. What?
I can't read his lips. I can't hear it.
Kind of doing like one of those.
Oh, so he's like this.
Yeah. And like, and then he like looks at him, and then he just kind of like gives him a slow nod, and he goes, "Okay." And so what happens is, as you guys are walking, he kind of leads you like very like in the far back, and like as he like leads you down to the far back of like the far back like northeast corner of this building. He then kind of like what are you doing over there?
I just like to move. I don't know.
So after that, he pulls like a door, or not a door, but like a bookshelf. Behind that bookshelf is like a flight of steps that goes down into a basement.
Can we be really good or really bad?
Do you know where we are going?
Nope.
So he kind of shows you down to like the you get down to it. It's got this like very strong kind of like concentrated book smell, but like wood, and it just has like this strong packed in sense that or smell that just hasn't been like
So I asked him,
aerated.
why are we here? Where are we? Why is it separated from the rest of the library?
This part is information that we wouldn't want to get too far out to the public.
Check for aliens. Aliens are
This
real.
is secret information.
Yes, but only to those who have that type of clearance.
And Bhel has this clearance.
Bhel has the clearance to get inside. He has enough clearance, yes. And he looks at you and goes, were you... From your letter, it says where you're from. Were you sent here for the meeting of minds that is going on?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't say that with a smile. I'll say that very confidently.
He goes, okay.
Of course,
Well,
the meeting.
Your intelligence is 10. How is this possible?
Let him say what he wants to say.
You don't have to.
Undermining me's already short
You
as
don't
it is.
have to be smart to be charismatic.
My charisma is 18.
Oh yeah, his
so-
charisma's really high.
Exactly.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Amazing.
You don't have to be smart to be charismatic.
My charisma is 8.
We were perfect.
Exactly. They don't like me. Anyway,
Your intelligence is very high.
I work hard to increase my intelligence. Where are the books that we are looking for? Can we check them out? Can we take them from the library?
No.
Wait. You cannot check out books?
No.
Not these books or any books?
Not any book. Especially not these books.
Yeah.
But it's a lot.
Are we down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys kind of like see how it is not really more of, you see like there's like tables in the middle and you can tell that like a lot of the like
Preservation.
yes, excuse me, but it's a lot of like scrolls. So you are looking for magic transference and engineering.
That's correct.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Specifically, I think we've kind of talked, and if you're looking for something else, tell me.
No.
But I think at this point, I've gotten this research. It's out of character, so you understand what we're looking for. At this point, I've gotten the research from like the magical lightning, and it's pretty much an energy source that I'm trying to harness either as an energy source or weaponize it. So one of those two or both. And we decided, I think, with the shield that we're going to try to find out more about the shield and its properties and see if it might be able to help out with that. And
Can we use the magic from the shield to create this device that will harness energy?
metal can be a good conductor. Something like that.
Yeah.
They are good in some way together. Yeah, we're just trying to find that out. That's the main thing. And in general, I'm just trying to figure out a way to have this magical lightning, its properties, try to weaponize it or use it as an energy source. I think that was the most specific answer you've gotten.
Mine was pretty specific.
Yours was pretty specific.
All right, so
I think mine was clear. Read this scroll. Some
Roll.
demon. Huh?
I'm always straight to business.
so you're looking for information that would help build that or help push you guys in the right direction.
Whatever we can find.
All right.
Build that about it. Stuff just in general about using lightning, electricity, other energy sources that are more like further ahead of what's currently being used.
Roll
I'm already ahead of
an intelligence check.
Both of us?
Roll a investigation check if you guys both want to do it, or one with advantage. If you guys are going to separate this, then
That's just a 14.
I'll go with him. I got a 10 altogether.
14.
all right.
That's terrible.
It's sort of that.
14.
Yeah.
But
With all that, it's a 7. I rolled a 3.
that's,
I'm about done
isn't
with
there
these
one
guys.
behind you?
They were rolling bad for me last session, too.
All right.
I haven't evolved past this.
It's my room. I should know all. Skinny human.
Okay, what do we got?
So,
You can keep it general.
Yeah, like, do we find it? Is there a book that has this information?
We can get the specifics
Yeah.
before next
Yeah,
session.
You
'cause I haven't
find-
done yet.
you find a book that it's not exactly like this is, but it kind of shows you a way of a person who was saying that they think that they found a way to harness magic as an infinite source.
That's just what we're looking for, isn't it?
There's saying he found and this is dated back years, like before the Arcane Purge, that he found crystals, a very aquamarine, like cylindrical crystal that when in like it is already has magic imbued onto it, but they haven't figured out how to tap it. He tested it by using metal and magic, but they still just haven't really figured out how to really harness it.
Okay. Any general engineering feats again that are further ahead than what's currently being used in the city or what we saw at the army base, whatever?
With a 14, you find schematics. They're still in prototype. But they're still in prototype. They have kind of like an ID number, and it is signed Josiah Shapiro, but it looks from make an intelligence check.
Which one?
2.
Yeah. All right. It's not gonna be yet.
Josiah.
Josiah.
Oh no.
10.
Advantage. Me and you.
Oh. Let's do that again. Different one. All right.
Here.
The
No.
white ones.
First roll. That's nice. Dirty. 22.
You can tell from this schematic, you can see that it's it's like a rifle or a gun, and you can tell that it isn't a gunpowder based one. It looks like he is trying to.
It's arcane based.
Yep.
Yes.
He's working now. Again.
Wait. So.
He's just introduced guns into his world.
Yeah.
God.
So, are there books?
Well, they were already using guns at the base.
Any other books
There's metal pedals.
on? I hate doing this
The one you guys.
because I feel like I'm just like
Did you
more and
watch
more.
that stream?
Any other books by or that mention Josiah?
Yeah. The
Um,
names interested me.
Wait, the one that played in my campaign, that Josiah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
make an investigation check. See if you can find it.
All right. I found it.
Was that an actual
No,
20?
it wasn't. It was a 17 with no added.
All right. So
What is it with it though?
from what
What is
you
it with it,
find,
24.
24.
You were wrong. That's
I found it.
Maybe it is time for these days.
so you find kind of like recent information of a kind of a coalition society, like a coalition that has come together of artificers and people of wanting to advance technology. You find like
Any Warforged information in there? Any connection?
Any at all.
I think I found a
So maybe
connection
roll
on my
again.
list.
Am I digging too much?
We know this library knows nothing though.
I still are
You
just
should
having
have
a
went to the
great time.
secret
That's
library.
where it
That's
is.
what you should have done.
you just find, because you were looking for Josiah,
Yeah.
so you find that there's the name of Josiah Shapiro, along with the Tinkerer, and other names on this list
Sky?
of.
So there are artificers.
Yeah, they're artificers, but they're like people who've come together from all different continents.
Like a
Who?
think tank, artificer think
Yeah.
tank.
Yes. You see that they go by the name of. You just see like the RAW. Raw. Raw is the renowned artificers of the world. They come together every so often, like they try to meet up at least once a year on different continents, and now kind of discuss what they're going to talk about.
Let me guess. And this is the place they're meeting this year.
You can make that reference.
The reason why I was asking about the connection between Josiah and artificers and this technology is because I feel, Soter feels, he's missing something. So perhaps, you know what I'm talking about when I say I'm missing something?
Wizard of
So
Oz.
you're
Pretty
missing.
much. I'm missing my heart, dude.
basically
crazy.
where you come from, your heart. Are you trying to figure out, like, what are you trying to figure out?
If I see anything,
Are you my dad?
no.
The Tin Man.
No. It's more like, it's like we're joking, but I'm the Tin Man looking for my heart. Something is missing. There's pretty much an empty space.
Literally.
Literally. It's like a... So do I need to investigate that also? Or is that veering off too much?
You are not going to find that here.
Alright. Then I'll leave it. Maybe one day I'll meet this Josiah cat. We go to this meeting!
That's what
Watch us go to the meeting!
Sir.
Okay, we're good.
Sir. Yep. I think we got pretty much some good information.
Have we collected everything we need?
Sir.
Yes.
So are you the one in charge of rounding the people up for our meeting?
Oh, no. The meeting is... Well, you should know that it's at the castle. They're having the meeting there. Thought that's why you had the scroll.
Of course that's why. I have so many meetings, so many people to talk to. I just can't handle it all sometimes, and I'm just trying to do my research. So I usually have a secretary that gets all this taken care of for me.
You are very fortunate he has time for you.
I got full confidence off him saying that. I was like,
Roll a deception check with advantage.
What if he's not being
I
deceptive?
am serious. I believe
lucky.
that.
I'm gonna use lucky on
I
that
said
one.
with advantage.
So I still get 2.
Okay, yeah.
I get 1 more. God damn, I need to switch dice here. Hey,
Holy shit.
9 was my rest one.
3 rolls.
3 rolls.
Huh?
I rolled 2
You
ones.
rolled 2 ones, yeah. A 1, a 5, and a 1.
It's not statistically impossible.
But it's statistically hard to do.
He goes,
That is kind of lucky in a way.
It's almost a 2% chance.
he kind of nods his head and goes, okay. Busy man. A lot of these people are pretty, they're artificers. They're pretty people, busy people. Well,
Pretty
hope you got the information that you need, and hope you've brought an invention to the meeting.
Thank you for your help.
Who do I need to? No, we're good.
Yeah.
I'll speak with the person at the castle who's
They'll
in charge
probably
of
come
this.
for you. That's when it's time. They'll be like, it's time for the meeting.
Well, I don't know if we're low key invited yet, so I'm gonna work on getting us invited.
Oh, poor folks here.
Alright. So, is there anything else that
write that down.
you guys
I want to say we're good. I want to help us
Yeah.
move.
You say guys isn't everybody?
Yeah.
So we head out.
Well,
Meet outside.
Giants and Furbolgs? I was being serious about the book.
You said never mind.
What book?
Giants and Furbolgs?
I thought we were joking about that.
I was not. But it's okay, we can move on. Everyone else is ready. We'll talk about that later in lunch. It's fine.
We need to have a off-camera one-on-one to talk about the information that you need to know.
Yeah, some of that stuff.
Because there's
you
a lot of
probably already
information
know.
that you're supposed to already know, but I never have time to actually just be like, here, let me just blah all this information to you.
Cool beans.
Maybe you should do the off camera, on camera.
That's too much information.
That is the most amazing
What?
thing. We've been using these wrong.
What?
I want to do one more thing to elaborate though.
Yes.
Invent
I-
things. Get my
I would like to
shirts.
cast Identify on my magical contracts.
Nope.
And identified does what again?
Well, it might tell me its properties and how to use them specifically.
It's kind of crazy.
Exactly, actually, that's exactly what it does.
Did you just cast a spell? while I was
Verbatim,
goofing off?
yes. Maybe, yes, absolutely.
Figuring out how to use this contract.
He wants to summon the demon.
Fuck yes! The demon can actually lead me to what I want to know. Clearly this library can't.
He was also Googling how to summon a demon in D&D while you all were reading, and all you have to know is their name, which she told him.
True
so
name.
I guess.
We're
gonna have a
Is that
demon
the true name?
party.
That's fine.
That's
I'm
not
down
fine.
for some excitement.
That's not fine.
That's not how it works, but okay. If you really want
This
to
identify will tell me how it works.
if you really want to
That's all you
summon,
need.
I
Where are we
cast
at?
a spell. I'm still in the library. I stormed off and I just immediately pulled out
Are
the
we
scroll
on the
and
steps?
Yeah, we're just waiting on people.
Matt,
bam. And now I know it's magical.
Matt, I love you, but if you want to play these games, we can play these games.
Let's
You're
play
not
these
gonna
games.
win.
Let's play these games.
I've read about how to summon a demon, and this is not what you want to do.
Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure 21.
Okay.
Absolutely what I want to do. Like, there's no doubt in my mind right now.
Pretty certain that's what Angus is looking
I'm
for.
pretty sure that.
Do we need to cut to a break while you figure this out?
Yes, we're gonna cut to a break as we figure this out.
All
right.
Is everyone else just? Are we on the steps?
Yeah, everyone's out on the steps.
Amina's walking.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking
I
at
probably
the house, I'm
followed
talking to
after
the people,
Imina.
I'm-
I probably followed after Imina and just kept my because I didn't want her to be too mad and like angry and like get
Your
hurt.
box disassembled on your head?
Huh?
Your box disassembled.
No, it's like a unicorn
What is it?
thing.
I don't know if you know.
All right,
Cut G.
we're gonna go to break, guys.
I like
We'll
to
be back
cut
in about
you.
10 minutes.
Why'd you hit me?
No, we never.
I wish
Oh,
this
they give you
part
nightmares.
also attached to like the bottom part.
They give you
So I
nightmares.
could just
Pork
stab
rinds,
them.
yes.
That's awesome and weird. at the
It's
same time.
weird. I don't know why, because pork doesn't, but pork rinds do. I did
Are they
that.
made of actual pigs?
I don't know. I did that Atkins diet for like 7 days, and like I eat pork rinds like crazy, and I was just having crazy nightmares. The second I stopped, they went away.
Yeah.
Grandpa Joe ate pork rinds.
Remember.
I like wake up crying.
Crossed the store the other day and I tried to find those one,
Those spicy rice cakes.
yeah. They're completely sold out. They're like something chili, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely sold out. The only ones they had were, I think like chocolate or something.
Yeah.
No, it's just like,
Chocolate and caramel, but those spicy ones. It sucks if I don't eat them all. My daughters will eat them.
Dad likes them.
and then you start with pork rinds.
And one of them will eat these. The little one.
You're like, all right, little demon slot, these are mine. Mine, when you don't understand.
My mom hides food in her room, so Tucker won't eat it.
All right, guys.
You got kids, you have to hide food if you really want it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Skylar doesn't take food out of there unless I let him. So
Okay.
that's the one true thing.
All right, so last time we left off, everyone gathered a lot of information. Some a lot, some not so much.
Lance towards Sarah.
So you want to identify.
I did. I cast it. It's a level 1 spell.
Very,
Yes.
very powerful.
You only have
Cast
to be
it down
level
to
1 to
60
fight a
seconds.
demon.
Where do you do it? Like you're still in the library?
I storm off, I only walked in, talked to a scribe, stormed off because she was a total B word to me for no reason. She refused to summon a demon, and I don't know why. So now I'll storm out, and I'm like right outside the steps with you all.
Okay.
So
Doesn't make any sense. Why
I
she
feel like
was-
you're out there before us since your thing took like 5 seconds and all of our things took like up to a couple hours.
That's up to Mr. Freeman.
That is up to Mr. Freeman.
how do you have identify? Maybe it's clear. Do you have a pearl worth at least 100 gold?
What? Oh, no, I don't need to do all that nonsense. I got a holy item.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do what?
If you have, okay. So
We're using. I didn't know that.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, I was
If-
under the impression my holy amulet can do it.
So here's the thing, and maybe you guys did not have. I don't know if you guys do have spells that have.
I think almost all of them
Yes.
require materials.
Yeah, I was told in
Okay,
the beginning
so-
that
Either we needed a component pouch or an item that was.
To
Like a
go
staff or
more in
something.
depth about this, if your item has a certain like gold worth, You have to have that. All right. Now, I will allow this one time.
So what am I supposed to do from now on out? Because before we started, you were very clear that all I needed was like a holy amulet, and all that other requirements were not.
Yes, if you have a holy
feathers and
amulet
stuff.
or a component pouch, like things like when it says you need a feather or licorice, you don't really need those. You automatically have that due to your arcane focus or your like holy emblem. But whenever it says you need a diamond or a gemstone or something that costs a certain amount of gold, you have to go out and retrieve that, because what happens is that object is used in that spell. So like whenever we get up to higher levels,
I see what you're saying. Okay.
so like when we get up into higher levels, most likely,
Well, bless, I need a sprinkle of holy water. So
yeah, but you don't need that because it doesn't cost anything. Now if it says, like, for example, Hero's Feast, when she gets Hero's Feast, she's going to have to get a bowl of jewels worth, I think, like 1,000 gold or 100 gold. It's a huge price. You're gonna need to start. By that time, diamonds will be handed out, like
I'm gonna say
frequently,
it's gonna like.
or an easy way to find them.
Yeah, I mean nobody's gonna want to cast that spell if it's gonna.
It's worth it.
Well, I have several stones that I dug up. Are any
That's
of them valuable?
Well,
Oh, don't you also have that big sack of gold that you were carrying?
I also have
around?
a giant sack of gold that
But,
I
I mean,
took
he said-
because someone else tried to turn it back in, and I said, "Hell, fuck no," and grabbed it.
Again,
That was me.
I will allow it if you. Do you have 100 gold?
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty sure
easily
that's
have 100 gold. I have a translucent green stone, have a translucent striped brown stone, and I have an opaque light pink stone.
All right.
I don't know
So
what any of those are valued at, but I have them.
for now, because I'm gonna allow you to use this once.
I think the emerald's probably pretty expensive.
So,
He
just
has
to lead
100
off,
gold.
100 gold.
Yes.
So what ends up happening is when you read this, this scroll, you learn that you have to have a demonic ritual circle.
Okay.
That the magic that is imbued onto it.
Wait, did we establish if we were there or not?
He's in the library.
He's on the steps. Actually,
He's on the steps, yeah. We
making
were.
a circle. So I guess while he's making a circle, that's the time it'll take for us to actually get out, because he has to identify the scroll, figure out what he needs, and perform the action.
Burn up all the gold that I might have not distributed like I should have.
Alright, so
A bad habit of that.
you purposely decided that you weren't going to do that.
No one asked questions either.
No one asked questions at all. Everyone just accepted it. That is Angus. This is the way.
This is the way.
This is the way.
I can hear that without
It is
repeating
known.
it. Like,
I have spoken.
It is known. I have spoken.
So, are you going to try to make this circle?
absolutely.
All right.
I'm gonna do it hastily too. Like I'm not even like I'm still passionate. My passion's still burning strong right now. She was rude to me after I shoved that scroll in her belly for no apparent reason. I don't get it.
I'm pretty sure that Cuilorea is with me. She said she was walking down the street with me.
I did, yeah. If we
So-
aren't doing the fur bulk thing, I probably went after her to be with her while she was angry.
Yeah, there's only 4 of us on the steps right now. Wondering
It's about to be done.
what is
It's about to be done.
And you can have answers to your questions too. Just saying.
I hope so.
This is gonna be more informative than the library. I just know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. I didn't get any information in the labyrinth either about how to
Is it
craft
worth
magical
me,
items or where I can locate magical
creating
items or
policy
where I can find a
for me to go
master
get a notebook and
artificer or
I mean,
forger.
writing it down.
I think we're gonna learn to never do this. That's what we're gonna learn.
Just buy those.
Yeah.
Facts.
Some demons aren't friendly, right?
Chelsey, draw a pentagram and throw it in the middle of the table.
Demons?
So
I don't know, maybe. You know, like
Maybe.
Crowley from and Maze, or like Crowley from Supernatural. He was pretty friendly toward the end.
Mr. Crowley.
Maybe
You-
could be friendly.
I'm gonna be completely and utterly
He
honest.
wasn't friendly.
He was just nicer than the other
He
demons.
was a crossroads demon. He was making deals. That was his point. He was only friendly when he was making a deal with you, and then afterwards,
Gotcha.
you don't
Wasn't
matter.
Crawley from Good Omens, or is this like another Crawley?
Different Crowley.
Oh, okay.
But like, he was nice to like Dean and.
Let's figure out what this one's gonna be.
So,
This is gonna be an information demon. He's gonna give us information.
that's cute.
Scalpel
So, again, you have none of the actual components to make this, but we will say that somehow you found upon a vial of humanoid blood of something that has been killed 24 hours ago.
Oh, you had that one
I
blood.
can't reach the middle of the thing.
You have blood?
I don't think so.
Holy crap!
So,
You literally put this up.
as you draw, it takes you about an hour.
Oh yeah.
We
It
are.
might have been
It was
sticking
spinning by itself.
This is
So it
not a
takes
good
you about
idea.
an hour to summon this
Oh,
thing.
here.
I don't know how to do it.
I do not condone this. The
So-
women of TikTok are gonna be angry.
So you say, I'll ask,
That is
Angus,
really creepy.
what are you doing? Because I see he has to make this thing.
Yes, and you see him slowly making this. It takes about like an hour or
The
so.
same thing we're all doing here at the library. Getting information.
You're getting information from a painting?
Correct.
So what ends up happening is you see what?
Because I know what a demon is, would I see this and understand what that is? I mean, because I
I've
see
been
it,
almost sacrificed to a demon. What I see.
and I see just out of character, it's a pagan symbol.
I'm a demon.
You would. The symbols
Yes, that's
aren't
what you need.
exactly familiar, but the shape and everything is very familiar to you. Roll a religion check.
Of course, huh? Oh, daggum. Come on, white dice.
You summoned me.
I'm just like, I better be
I think I know. I have no idea.
proficient in religion.
I got a 7.
And I.
Yeah, you should be.
I am.
Okay.
I just have crap
I
intelligence.
was like, what?
Have you? I don't think you've met a demon before.
No.
So
You're not sweaty like I am.
these
It's better.
it kind of looks like what languages do you know?
Dwarven, Dragonborn, Orc, Common.
Yeah. So it kind of looks like a really creepy like arcane circle.
Yeah.
Or like like teleportation.
Not
of it.
Draconic. Yeah, Dragonborn is Draconic.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So it looks something like, teleportation circles that you've seen, but it just seems more creepy and eerie. So after about an hour of really circling, the rings of it kind of start glowing. The symbols start to get burned into this into the wood. You start seeing
I back up behind Bhel.
you start seeing the the people who are from this library, and they kind of look at you and go, "What are you doing?"
I'm just drawing. I'm ignoring them.
You're ignoring them?
He's looking for answers.
So they basically kind of put up like
I'm hidden.
a like you kind of see them making like wards of like protection, and they kind of like start shielding stuff off.
Do they look like my shield? So he's like, they're putting up shields. I would recognize a ward.
Yeah, they're putting up protection wards. So like they're using all their strength to put up this protection ward. So as the signias and the sigils start to burn into the wood, you start seeing them start to glow, and like right there in the middle, like what looks like a portal opens up, and then out of that portal you just see this large, like very huge arm with like huge fur on it, and then you can see like right
Behind a
Planet
pillar.
travel.
like right when you start seeing at like the tendons of the muscle exposed, and you kind of see kind of bone, and it reaches out, you see this gigantic like wolf head, and it just kind of creeps out and lumbers up. It's kind of very top heavy, and it looks at you and starts speaking. What languages do you know?
I know Elvish, Dwarvish, and Goblin. I didn't write common down. I just assume everyone knows common.
So it looks
Okay.
at you, and you just hear it speak in this, and kind of just looks at you,
Terror?
and then it speaks.
What is Niramour?
Celestial. That's it.
Quit speaking that made-up language. Speak the king's English.
The King's English.
It speaks very, how do you put it, loudly,
I'm glad I'm not there.
or it speaks very strongly in your ear.
In your ear.
Why have you summoned me?
I demand information in exchange for your life. And I hold up my axe and pointed towards its face.
I want to run so bad.
I'm behind the pillar.
It
This
looks
is
at you.
This is my
Beyond
face right
anything
now.
I've ever seen in my life. I've never messed with demons, never thought anything of it.
What the hell?
What's wrong with you? Can't do that while we're summoning demons.
I almost threw up, I'm not gonna lie.
Do it.
I heard the scratches at the door, you turn around and I almost threw up.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Niramour's got my back, right? I'm pretty sure. I feel like she would.
Hey,
She really do.
I just
Hey,
have
guys.
seen
I was
comparison. I'm very interested in this.
Oh, you want to see the measurements of what this looks like?
I just want to see what it looks like when Angus puts his.
Fucking boots.
Open the door just to find out it's not a
Yes,
demon.
just make sure it wasn't a demon.
Oh no, it's just fucking boots. Alright. You want to see?
I'm a visual learner.
You want to see visuals? Even though I hate looking at pentagrams.
Me too.
Me too.
Hey, looking at him?
What?
I like just background.
Oh.
It burns us.
I used to wear a pentacle necklace.
Oh, shit.
It's not satanic.
No, it's not
It's not
satanic.
even
But
tied to any religion at all. Witchcraft is a secular practice.
I thought it was. I can't because I knew someone. I can't think of what it was.
Alright.
Wicca is a religion. Witchcraft is a secular
Angus is right there.
practice.
Angus is right there.
Gosh, it's hard to beat this cocky. Alright.
You can't see it. You can't hold it.
I thought you just had that ready.
I do too! You don't want to do this, you don't want to do this, but I have it ready. Anytime, from now on, anytime you say you shouldn't do that, we're definitely going to do it.
Alright.
I feel like I just intimidated everybody by pointing my axe at this thing. Tell me I didn't just earn respect with everybody that's just looking at me right now. At least a little bit.
No,
Put
I'm
the camera
saying
down a little bit.
Angus, no.
That's as far as they'll go.
You can push it out a little.
Just a little bit. That's good.
I feel like I deserve like at least a little street cred right now.
I'd be like, Angus, put it back. It is bad.
Put it back. Put the demon back.
So you said that?
Yes.
Moradin is protecting me. He's harmless as a little baby kitten.
He, in your head, are you there?
Yeah. Well.
I am behind the pillar.
Tell me this demon's not intrigued right now. Tell me. Oh, he's intrigued.
Would Soter have ran?
Because I haven't said it, I'm still there. I should have said I'm out.
Combat and field
I
support.
didn't think we would be sending
This
a
is
demon
different.
today. I
This
just-
is different.
What would happen at D&D today?
It's me.
I don't want to look at it. So I.
In your head, you
Yes,
hear
that's how-
this very
It's not the expectation.
deep, almost hollow. Either small one is either foolish or very brave.
Can he hear that?
Yes, both of you guys.
It's both.
This is your death sentence. If you point that at me.
Angus, let's go.
I might be small, but I'm packing. And I grab and just shake. You know.
I just have a bad feeling, so I just. I go. I thought I'd gone. Okay, I'm over there. We should
behind
leave.
the column.
Let's leave.
Let's see what happens.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
So,
It's for
You a
research.
message to be careful.
Excellent. So I heard that, right?
and as you hear in your head, be careful, you just see as he raises up from he's on all fours, he raises up and just slams on the ground, and he just goes, "Now, why have you summoned me?"
Alright, so how close is Niramour to me?
I'd be right behind you. I'm not gonna leave you alone with a demon.
Alright, so I
Scared as
grab
I
her and
am.
pull her over and say, me and the last have some questions for you.
Oh god.
Well, this is a way to get information.
Or die.
Information.
Or both.
I've intimidated him already. He already failed his intimidation check.
And what do I get out of this information if I give it to you?
Your life.
This is not looking well for Angus.
You gotta be cocky and you gotta hold your ground with
What?
demons. Trust me.
If you keep threatening me like this, I will show you.
That's what I want you to do. I want you to show me.
I'll show you hell.
Not what I'm looking for.
That's not what I'm looking for.
What did you say?
Are you daft?
He looks at you and goes,
Are you daft?
he kind of looks over to Soter and Niramour and goes, "Your friend is stupid, right?"
Please don't kill him.
He just wants answers. What do you want in exchange?
We found a random scroll buried in the ground. We came to.
I send a message.
You can
Yes, I can. I
Look
have
at
it.
me.
Do you really?
Yes, I send message. What did she say? We should not divulge too much information.
Exactly the same.
In a message, straight to you.
What do you want?
Moradin gave me this scroll and I show him the scroll.
Don't.
Soter,
And I tell him Moradin, the one and true God, gave me this. You're meant to tell me some information.
I'm scared.
That thing's not scary.
I'm glad I'm not here.
Oh my gosh.
If you're not glitching your butthole, you're not playing it right.
I like that.
That's true.
He looks at you and says, "Oh, I remember this contract. I know exactly where you got this contract."
Aye, and where is that?
he goes,
I agree with the one who started.
I've given power, or I've given a piece of my power to a girl named Seirun.
That's right. You now know this information.
Who's that?
And she recently just passed, and her soul is mine. So, are you up to make a contract?
I'm in danger.
No.
I give you information, you do something for me.
And what is that?
Well,
I like how this thing could literally pick up Angus and shove him in his mouth. A nice Skittle.
I like that we're just in the middle of the capital talking to
Literally.
a demon.
I am so uncomfortable.
and he goes, I want the city.
The what?
The city.
How about you give me information? I don't chop off your balls.
He doesn't have balls.
He doesn't.
Does he?
There's a cloth. What's that cloth protecting?
Hip balls.
He doesn't reproduce.
He has
He-
two penises.
What does he even do?
They reproduce.
They definitely. What do you think a succubus is?
It's not in a good way.
He
I like condom sex fetish.
takes his three-headed flail and he just kind of lunges, he just kind of strikes it down where they end up like all in front of you and says, that will be the last time you threaten me.
Oh, this is a bad idea.
Clearly, there'll be big bowls.
Do you want Angus to die? Does
Yes! I back up.
I'm genuinely.
And he looks at you and goes, and he like pulls out another contract and says, again, your end of the bargain is to give me the city. And that means royalty must bend their knee to me.
And how do you expect a dwarf not from this city to give you a city he doesn't own?
You can't talk logic with it. It's daft.
That's-
Warden!
That's not my problem.
I'm chanting to this guy. Morden, show this monster that you mean business.
He does not have the power to do that. Do you have a more reasonable request?
Well, then there's nothing that I can do for you. I have my needs and wants, you have your needs and wants. And if you're going to waste my time, I'm going to be gone. This can only hold for so long.
You want information? What can you offer? I'm offering him his balls.
41
That's not
gold
important.
pieces. Okay, I'm sending you a message. What?
What?
What if we offer him another city?
What city?
I'm glad I got smart
Vatink?
people with me.
No. The city with the clerics, with the dragon clerics.
Oh yeah, those effing heathens. We can sacrifice them.
What kind of group?
I don't know.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
like
if y'all wanted information,
I don't want it bad enough to do something morally repugnant.
He's like, okay, I tried.
I'm behind the pillar. You know.
Angus, I don't think that he's gonna cooperate.
Does Morden hear me? Is Morden gonna strike him down? I chanted to the sky.
I need you to look at your holy symbol. And as you look at your holy symbol, what is your holy symbol?
It's
Describe
an
it to me.
amulet.
The bitch says run away.
It's an amulet, but it's a hammer with just a circle around the hammer. And the hammer's kind of facing at a diagonal with some lightning shooting off of it.
Cool. As you look down at your amulet, you see that there is a very noticeable deep crack in it. You hear nothing from Moradin.
Oh, your god betrayed you.
He didn't betray me.
Might be disappointed in you for summoning a demon.
What was that?
Or getting healed by other.
I don't know what that
Oh,
was,
God.
but can someone go check that, or
It was
do
a
I have
cat.
it?
It was
No,
obvious.
it's a thud.
It was a thought.
Yeah.
Cats are like bad kids.
I know they're
those
like
goes.
bad kid.
That was good.
Greg's like, please pause. Let me go.
If we need to exit the window, just say window or yelp.
Actually, say caw. I know
Say
what you
there's
mean.
a demon in the living room that we actually
Maybe
have.
don't say that. Maybe not that one.
What?
Maybe not that one. Maybe don't say that.
Don't put that to them. I literally thought I was about to be eaten by a demon when
I'm legitimately scared.
that was the worst possible timing. No way.
You're the best.
At
Just
this
keeps doing
point,
boring stuff like
Imina-
slamming on the ground, like lame.
Amina has
He's gonna
purchased
kill you.
the things
No,
that
he's
she
not. He
needed to
hit the
purchase,
ground like 3 times. He's
and
such a
she
wimp.
has begrudgingly
We good?
decided that she
Yeah, we're
needs to
good.
go back to the library to get her padre, and she stops halfway and almost falls over when she sees Angus talking to this demon. So
I'm right behind her, I guess, and I'm like,
Alright, so
As you see the people who are like holding out wards, they're like, stand back! We don't know where this is gonna go.
So I see the amulet, and I see a little crack in it, and so I sigh, and clearly Moradin doesn't agree with me talking to such a low life. And I just smack my hammer on the pentagram and knock some dust over it and turn around and walk away. Coward, and just walk
And as
away.
that happens, he goes, like, as you break the seal of the
He's stuck here.
the pentagram, you see him, he goes, if you can come to my terms, maybe we shall meet again. And you kind of see him like crawl back down, and like you just kind of hear like this like deep laughter just as like everything seals back up, and like the glowing runes just kind of like stop glowing, and they look at you, so they like drop their wards, and they're like, what the hell were you thinking?
Trying to get information. It's the library. Don't you read? I read this scroll. And I toss it down.
You don't have the scroll.
Oh, what happened to it?
He took it. You gave it to him.
Oh.
oh yeah.
I reached for it. I read this scroll, and then nothing's there. I'm like, oh, right.
They look at you and goes, you can leave and never come back again.
Why would I? You have no information here. What good is this library?
Out!
yikes.
Yikes. You're afraid of a librarian? They're not saying it that fiercely, and you know it. They're like, get out! That's what they sound like. They read books all day. They ain't intimidating me, and you know it.
So you guys are pushed out.
I was
By a librarian.
I wasn't there. I was not associated
It
with
says
that.
librarians are feeble.
I'm feeble. I'm 4 foot 350. They ain't moving me.
He's thick. We already know he can't be moved.
If they try pushing me, I'm gonna turn around and laugh before I walk away. Make a strength check, librarian. With someone else's dice, librarian.
you guys are escorted out.
Not you guys. Just Matt and Niramour.
No, I'm out the circle. I'm close to Bhel because I wanted.
We were behind a pillar.
Ready to
We
run.
were walking the opposite way.
So as you guys are escorted out, the doors are shut heavily upon you guys. And where are the rest of you guys? Were you guys hiding?
Yeah.
I was with Imina, and then when we came up, we were being pushed back with the rest of the crowd not to go farther in.
Because you are with them, and because they know that you're with them, they are telling you guys also to leave.
We in the crowd, bro.
I
To
know.
leave, to leave
because-
the library or
yes.
the city?
The
But they knew that
library.
we were with them, so they're
No,
like,
Yes, so
we leave the
they're
library.
like,
leave now.
go. You're with him. You're with her. Out.
I say to Angus, people could have been hurt. That was very dangerous.
Nah, I had it under control. He's a coward. It made me hungry for some haggis, though.
What'd you do?
Summoned a wee little baby. Get me some information.
You're the wee little baby compared to that thing.
No, Angus had everything under control.
Under control.
It did not look like it was under control.
It looked like a demon. All right, so we are leaving the library on our own terms.
You got bounced.
For real.
Imina's still in shock. She's not talking. She's just like,
My brain ain't telling me.
That was
to
the
go.
first time I've ever seen a demon.
They saw me threaten a demon and walk away. They scared. I own this town.
Now you can give it to him.
There you go.
Don't say that out loud.
Submit your thoughts.
All right, so where are we headed? Back to the castle? I think we've had enough excitement.
Is there a store that deals with magical items, armor, mages, something like that?
As you ask around, they're like, yes, there is. There is a there's a shop like that. It's on the east side of the market, kind of 2 blocks into the housing area. It is called the Dragon's Inn.
End, E-N-D?
Yes.
Would y'all like to go there?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm hungry. I already said I was hungry.
We'll go there and then hit by a tavern on the way back for food. Maybe some
I think the
drinks
palace
after
would have
this
food.
interesting. What?
I thought the palace would have food for us.
That's true too. Yep, we can do that.
Alright, so you guys, as you guys are traveling, these stone streets, very upkept, and you see like how in the kind of the market area, it seems like everything was built very like organized. Like there was plots and everything was just plotted out correctly. And you guys get to like the second block into this area, and you see all the way down at the end of this kind of street ends into an alley. And you see this tall, 2, almost 3-story like building that has like a slated roof and like dark wood. And you guys walk in.
What do the people around us look like? Are they mostly humans, or like do we see anyone like
Other races?
other races?
You see other races, but it's typically predominantly human, and then it's like gnomes, and halflings.
Excuse me.
So, but everybody's kind of wearing usually wears like a coat or some sort. So you guys get down to this inn. Dark wood, kind of has this like red slated roof, and you walk in, and it's like you hear like a bell go off. It's very dusty in here, and it's like nothing. Looks like nothing has really been touched in a long time. And as you guys like ring the door, you guys hear a voice that goes, "I'll be out there in a minute." And after a minute or so, it comes out. It's kind of like a taller, lanky guy, kind of wearing very very fashionable pressed clothes, and he looks at you guys and goes, "Well, how can I help you?"
The shield.
It's me?
The shield.
Oh, the shield. So I pull out the shield, show it to him. The shield has magical properties.
And he looks at it, and he kind of you kind of see as his eyes, he's kind of looking at it, and his eyes kind of glow, and he kind of has a feeling around it. He goes, "This is a very sturdy shield. Are you trying to sell it?"
I am more interested in trying to transfer the magic from the shield to a different object. Is that possible?
He looks at it and goes, "Well, the magic that's imbued on this is kind of more of an abjuration, more of a defense style. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to push it over to a how do you put it? A different armor, shoes? What are we trying to do?"
What'd you say? If that is possible, or the method used to transfer the magic, could you show me?
He looks at you and goes, "What if I show you how to do this? What do you plan on doing with it? Are you trying to start a business too?"
I am not a business person. I am Soter, built for battlefield combat and support.
He looks at you kind of up and down and goes, "I mean, I guess I could probably teach you. Could not be starting no business though. I'll put you in the ground."
It doesn't look like you get a lot of
Business
business
wise.
anyway.
He kind of looks at you. He goes, "Yeah, and don't need
Why?
anybody up in the territory of magic though."
Why he really doesn't need a threat.
Why did he switch from country to this accent?
Because it's hard to
It's hard.
maintain an accent.
Exactly. He's just yee.
If you teach, then we are willing to pay.
And he goes. He looks at you and goes, "All right." So he kind of pulls you guys back. He goes. He kind of looks at all of you guys and goes, "Only you."
Okay, but I need assistance. And I point at Bhel. Just us two.
It's okay. I'll make sure they won't steal.
You guys leave. He goes, "All right."
So I immediately go where he's directed.
So
What's on the walls? That we're like, what is he have displayed?
A lot of the stuff that he has displayed are kind of like trinkets and like small little knickknacks and paddywhacks. But
So nothing too cool or important.
Who knows?
Who knows? But he kind of takes it back. He goes, "All right, so do you guys have the item you guys would want to put this on?"
Well, I have items, but I'm more concerned really with how it's done. If we need something so you can show, I grab my shield, not the original one. I pop the little ball out where the shield pops out of. And I say, "This is my shield, my personal shield. If we get transferred here."
So he's like, "Yeah, shit." And he looks at you guys and goes, he just goes, never mind. And he kind of like, he puts his hand on it, and you can kind of see as like, he's just kind of like meditating on it for a second, and he kind of like rubs his fingers through like the groove of it and goes, "It looks like the runes are right here." And he kind of like, so he's kind of like you kind of hear him like almost like making like a ring noise out of it, and he goes, "All right." And he kind of like
all this down.
he kind of like moves his hand in a certain way. You can start seeing as the runes are kind of like coming off, like you see them like fade away.
Yeah.
And then he takes your shield.
Yes.
He takes your shield, and then he kind of like takes a deep breath, and then you start seeing him do the same thing around the edge of yours, and you can start seeing as the runes start being added on to the shield.
Wax on, wax off.
Yeah.
So, can I make the request? Originally, when I had the shield, it was an orange glowy, like Doctor Strange. I want that same look, except blue this time. Use that just to show that it's been imbued.
He kind of just, he goes,
I'm not requesting, "Hey, can you turn this blue?" I'm asking the DM, my character.
Yeah.
Can this, okay.
and he's,
Do you get plus
Yo,
one?
turn it blue.
"I got blue." You want some yellow?
So, do
Bet
I
you let it
know?
smash.
Do I know now how to do what he just did? That was the whole point of all of
I
it.
took notes of everything.
You
How about this? I recognize some of what he's doing because I do something similar.
can make magical items, can't you?
Yes.
So yeah, you know what you're like.
I got it.
Yeah. So you pick up on it pretty quickly.
Okay.
And
I can make magical items.
I probably noted it. Well, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Okay. That's all I get.
all right. He looks at you guys and goes, "All right, cool. So
What's his name?
How much do I owe you?
you owe me not making a business."
Put my hand out.
He shakes your hand.
We have a deal.
All right.
What do you specialize in here?
He looks at
Said
you.
not me.
Kind of.
No.
He looks at you and goes, I mean, I don't really specialize in anything. I'm really just kind of hoping this whole thing fails so I can get the inheritance from my grandpa.
What a piece of work.
Or would cause it to fail faster.
I understand starting a business from someone else would actually do that, but
I can burn your building down if you like.
no, we don't have the insurance.
But I thought you were gonna get insurance from it failing.
Inheritance.
Inheritance.
So if
Is it different?
everything in here were to disappear, would that help?
Y'all are some rogues.
She's just trying to figure out how.
Yeah.
He's like, unfortunately, I have to play the long game and act like I'm actually interested in all this and actually want to put in a whole bunch of time and effort into this, but really don't. So we're just waiting for old Papa to kick the bucket and get the inheritance. And then I can sell off all these magical items and
Well, you're not selling off any right now.
well, yeah, because it won't come to me.
Why not?
I have
Because
no desire
unfortunately,
to go in circles with this guy.
Do I see? Imina is very interested in anything that is pretty, but is there anything that really calls to her as far as like function goes? I really don't know what's in this place, and I just want to know if there's anything interesting that I could like bargain with him on.
She's come to barter.
as you look around, there are some like interesting knickknacks, and like you see like a. What would she like? Like something pretty and like, I guess, quote unquote, girly?
I wouldn't say girly. I'd definitely say like shiny things. But
She's a bird. She's a crow.
I like things that obviously look like they're of value. Not that I wouldn't want to like resell them. I just want them for like the status.
Are there
Anything
any?
that looks badass that I could like use in combat. And anything that could decorate, maybe like the handle of my weapons. Anything that I could use to store things would be cool.
Are you asking to store stuff? Are you asking him this?
I don't know. He was just asking like what I would be interested in.
I'm going to say that you were asking that,
if-
and I'm going to say I can give you something that you could store many things in.
That is the face. This is like looking around like, what? More so, I was just hoping to like, like what, like give me like 3 things that are there, and like I'll tell you like what her eye goes toward really.
So you see in one of them like what looks like a paintbrush, and then like a couple like pots of paint, and they're all like in these kind of interesting little like pots. Like some of them are like they're kind of shaped as like animals, and he goes, "Oh, that's some pigment and paint, and supposedly if you paint things, it will come to life." Which is, I mean, it's pretty cool. And he kind of points over there
did you
as
say
you
that?
look and goes,
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm a
that
little
sounds,
interested in that.
that sounds incredible.
Keep going.
and he's like, that right there is it's a bag of holding. I mean,
Need
it's
that.
the most common thing we
What
got.
is that?
But
And then
And then wait for the last one.
How? I'll let you finish and then I'll
There you
ask my
go.
question.
And then he kind of looks at you, and you see like a stone. You see like a stone, I can't think of it. It's like ivory or jade or whatever it's made out of, but it is like a fly. And he's just like, yeah. Supposedly that can like turn into an actual fly. I don't really know what it does. I haven't really touched a lot of this stuff.
A fly.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid, but my papa says it's pretty cool and that I should keep it, and it might sell, but I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
cast detect magic and see what the thing in the room.
Why does everyone have to detect magic or identify?
Because it's useful.
It is useful.
I use
How-
summon a demon. Clearly, it's useful.
How much are your bags of holding? I assume you have them already.
yeah,
I would assume they look similar to the ones that he has since they're.
Oh, the fly is made out of ebony.
Okay.
so it's a black fly.
So it's a fly.
Yeah, it's a fly.
How much are your bags of holding?
He looks at you and he says, "How much you got?"
A gold piece.
I'd just like to know what your papa would want for them. And then we can go from there.
Roll a persuasion check.
That is a non-nat 20.
30-20.
He looks at you and he's like, Papa made a bunch of these. It's like 10 gold. 15 if you want to help me out.
And how much is the paint set?
He kind of looks around and goes, hold on. No, that's not what I'm looking for, Google.
Dang it, Google.
3,000 gold.
I want that paint set.
I'd cry.
I'd cry anyway.
What? Just say I'd cry anyway.
Alright. He looks
And I
at
would like to look at him and say, and just know that if the price is fair, I'd like to help you out as well.
He looks at you.
This is my bag.
He looks at you and says, kind of goes through some books and looks at some ledgers and goes, it is about 100 gold per pot. Grandpa puts it, supposedly,
Steal it. I don't steal it.
he says, again, whatever you paint can actually come to life. So it's 100 gold per pot, plus the paint can paint a lot, he says.
Does
So,
that include the brush?
yeah, we'll throw in the brush for free. It's the pot that's the pot of paint that's the magical part.
Okay. I am going to hand him 180 gold. And I'm
Damn.
going to tell him that I would like 1 bag for each of my friends that don't have one.
Yay!
So 5 bags and 1 pot of paint.
That's what?
180. It's 15 per bag, and then 100 for the paint.
So he gives you guys, kind of passes out the bags and gives you 1 paint. He's like, which one of the paints would you like? It's there's black, there's red, there's green, and then there's yellow.
I'm playing with the bag and like sticking my arm in it and like.
Black will do.
All right, gives you.
What?
He,
Did Nisa do
so
that? Nisa?
he gives you the black one and this like
What?
nice thick paintbrush with it, and he looks at you and he counts out, and he's like, all right. Is there anything else you would like to buy?
What's his name?
That's that. He's like, do you want anything else?
What's his name?
What's his name?
Yeah.
His name is Tyler.
I would
He's
have
a
went with
creator.
Dormammu.
Dormammu. I've come to bargain. So, how long have you been in the city?
I mean, pretty much all my life.
What is he, by the way? Race?
Human.
Herman.
How old is he?
Looks about like young 20-year-old.
Right for the picking.
Right for the picking.
So what kind of magic abilities do you have?
And he kind of looks at you. He's like, I mean, me and my papa, we used to help make magical items, and that's just what I do. But
Was your papa an artificer?
I mean, yeah.
What is your papa's name?
He kind of looks at you. He's like, his name's Tucker.
Shout out to my brother. His name is Tucker. I don't want this old man to die now. I have an emotional attachment to him.
Your papa lives in the city?
He's like, I mean, yeah, he lives in the city. He lives out on the upper area.
Does he go to the meetings? Our meetings? Does he attend our meetings?
No. He's not really all about the advancement. He's just kind of all about, like, just making a buck, selling what he can, having fun. It's not all about the advancement. He says it's too much stress. He started out doing that, and he's like, nah, it was too much. Well,
Is that it? We got our...
yep, you got your goods, got your paint.
Out of curiosity, how much is the fly?
500 gold.
Dang.
500 gold.
Why is the fly so much if it's just a trick?
It is dear to his grandfather, obviously.
He looks at it, he goes, again, I don't remember what he said it does, but supposedly it's pretty cool, and it's worth a lot. So, also it's because it's made out of ebony, so that's also a thing.
I'm so curious about that fly.
Me too.
It's gonna make me crazy. Okay, thank you.
Oh, y'all have a nice day.
Bhel reaches up, takes flying runs.
As you guys walk out of the door.
Ooh, that'd be good too.
I guess we'll go back to the castle for dinner.
Instead of she says it, because I imagine that's how she say it.
Yeah, that's exactly
I got this cool bag, let's go back for dinner.
How big is the fly?
So we're gonna take it.
I might try to pick it up. I mean,
It's like the size of like a big horsefly.
Ew.
so
Something smaller than this. So like this.
I want to.
Seen horseflies that would fill up.
Is he looking directly at me? Because I want to see if I can.
You can certainly try.
Hello, evil dice.
We put dice.
To what?
Are you doing
This
this
is true.
because I did it? And you're
Am I
like,
rolling for this?
it's for science.
Oh yeah, you're rolling for it.
A
It's
sleight
like
of hand?
a sleight of hand check.
What is your?
I got nothing. No, there's nothing. There's nothing. This is just a straight roll. I'm not proficient. A big metal guy trying to steal a horsefly. That is a 2.
Ah! He looks at you and was like, he pulls out and goes. He's like,
I just wanted to touch it.
no. And he just kind of looks at you. He goes, we're on good terms.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm out and leave. I am not good at stealing.
We'll come back and get it someday.
What does a robot pet look like?
Have you never seen the Iron Giant?
No, it's not. I was imagining, what was it, Big Hero 6 with, and like the eyes just kind of go, and it's like a crying face emoji, like, oh.
Yeah. It's more like more of a slime.
Oh, I want to note that too.
So very sad.
No,
And
we
you
need to
must
come
get
back and get the fly.
I knew better. I was just curious.
It's all for science, buddy.
Curiosity killed the cat.
All right.
We need to do crazy things for science.
Cats
For the-
have 9 lives.
What I'm told, yeah.
So we need to do crazy things for science. It's for the greater good.
It's 3
Right.
minutes.
The greater good.
Just about. All right. So as you guys decide to go back to the castle, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, we are going back to the castle.
Okay. So you guys decide to go back to the castle. It starts to become like nightfall. Nightfall starting to come upon you guys, and as you guys get to like the gates, you guys get through. You see like a couple like carriages kind of pull up, and you see like people's like bags are being grabbed and everything, and you kind of see some certain people are being walked off.
You mean led into?
Yeah, like
Okay.
yeah, they're kind of being like led into, and as you guys kind of like walk up, you see this gigantic, almost as like a little bit bigger than a cart. It's like this spear-like object that has 4 little kind of like spider legs, kind of like what you guys saw
Yep.
in the kind of like what you guys saw in Zenovo. And you see a man walk out, very sun-kissed skin, ponytail, and wearing like very like kind of like wearing a really good get-up. He just kind of walks out, and they kind of like look at him, and he goes, "It's all right, he'll walk himself." And you just kind of see as he walks in, and you see like an older man and a younger woman walk. They walk out. She's wearing like kind of like this like very thinly framed like what almost looks like a paladin suit, but it's very like.
What does she look like? What does she look like? I need answers.
Are skulls involved?
No.
She doesn't always get down like that. She knows how to fancy herself up. This ain't Mama?
This isn't Mama.
Okay, alright.
This is more of a younger female.
Mama's young.
Kind of has her hair in more of an afro.
Wait, it's a black woman?
It's a black woman.
Is it a human or a dwarf?
It's a human.
Okay, alright.
Has her hair in an afro. Young. Kind of has like a very thin, like almost like a paladin armor, but it's just like for some reason it's more like well suited on her. It's kind of like slim and like sleek, and you kind of see her walk in with this older gentleman, and you guys just kind of see these people walk in and being escorted and like taken care of, and they're like, oh, looks like you kind of hear one of them like, oh, the people are arriving, and they gotta escort you guys into like a side entrance as it's all going on. As you guys,
Hey, why do we have a side entrance?
well, because you guys are coming in like this, and like the road is like it's kind of like over off on the side. You guys are already coming in from the side entrance based off.
We probably want to clean up anyway. We just played with the demon and walking all day in dusty little spots.
Okay.
So as that's happening, you guys kind of walk through this side entrance. You guys see the Duchess kind of at like on top of some stairs, and she kind of like walks down hastily down and kind of grabs Bhel and goes, Bhel, we need to talk, and kind of pulls you away. And then she like
just Bhel or everyone?
Just Bhel.
Okay.
And
My princess.
so she goes, oh hi, and then she just kind of like keeps walking away. And as that happens, like kind of a servant comes in and goes, oh, let's get you guys together, bathed, and ready for dinner. She pulls you aside and she's just like, what happened at the library?
I don't know what you're talking
Just an experiment. My friend was looking for answers, and the person that was assisting him might have kind of messed up and gave him the wrong information, and he was trying to get more information, and the demon came up. He had it completely under control. It was okay. Nothing bad happened. But he was just running an experiment with what he found, and it won't happen again. It's okay. Everything's fine.
That's the truth.
I say that with 18 charisma.
She looks at you and she says, I just want you to understand
Meet me in my room tonight.
that she goes, I need you to understand that yes, you have clearance, and that might also help your friends. But when your friends get in trouble, that also falls on you, your name, and where you come from. So I need you to understand to keep your friends in check and let this never happen again.
Got it.
Now, there's some very important people to come in. You are happily invited into the meeting.
Yeah, it's. I was gonna come anyways because I knew about it. Actually, I was wondering if you've seen someone in particular. Let's see. Yes, dear friend Josiah. Has he arrived?
Yes, Josiah just arrived with one of his newest inventions.
Voice.
But yes, he has arrived. Why would you like to speak with him?
After dinner.
Okay.
I'll go get ready. Let's see, what was that?
The only clothes I have are pretty much the ones I'm wearing, and an extra pair that looks exactly like the ones I'm wearing. So.
Have your we need some. What's the word I was looking for?
Garments?
Yes, we need some nice
there we
garments
go.
for tonight. We've been out on the road, adventuring, being heroes. You know, just the typical thing. And if you have, we will pay well. Money is not an issue. Angus will see to that.
She looks at you and goes, I can see what I can do on such short notice. But we'll see what we can do. So, what happens is you guys start to freshen up and get ready, and
I would like to make note, I am not bathing while other humans are around or anyone else.
We're in your
I already
room.
have a dress from Ennui that I can wear.
and
And we?
as you guys are getting ready, a man kind of busts open into the
Is it
women's
on
room.
There's a troll.
And standing tall, very slender, just very announced, he comes in, he goes, oh, so these are the people I'm supposed to be dressing. Hello, it is Ennui. And then he kind of looks around and he
It's
goes,
been a long time, Ennui.
he goes, darling, how has it been? What are you doing in this cold wasteland?
I was gonna ask you the same thing.
This is not a cold wasteland. This is perfection. This is the chill that you get, and you wake up in the morning with a fresh of breath air, and you see the sky, and it's connecting with the ice, and it's all blended together, and it's blue, and it's white, and it's gorgeous.
I can't feel my butt cheeks, girl. What are you talking about?
Fresh breath there.
This place is cold. Now,
It's not cold. You're cold. Freaking stupid. Trust me.
and she goes, so he looks at you and he looks at the dress that you have on. He goes, darling, that's like a whole year ago. Don't you want to get a new one?
I mean, I didn't know you were gonna be so close. If you would be willing to help me and my traveling companions.
Nope. No dress for me.
She needs a dress.
Something suitable.
Okay, if you're not going to wear a dress, I can put you in anything you can think of, but something better than those tattered robes. Honey, you look like a cave woman.
I am walking out the door.
Just kind of like, is that how he just, whatever. He just kind of like looks at me and he
My
goes,
feelings were hurt.
I am so glad you're here. I could definitely use something other than this. And I'm just pointing to the oversized fur coat that I'm wearing.
he just looks at you and goes, girl, I know. And he asks, he goes, so what are we thinking about?
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Who else would I be talking to?
I thought you were talking to Tara.
Who?
I was like, thank you.
I'm gonna go sit in the snow somewhere. Fuck these bitches in their clothes.
I think they cleared all the snow out of the city. They got snow flowers or something.
I'm gonna go sit somewhere. It's cold. Fuck these bitches in their clothes.
If you want to make something a little naturey for my friend, I can try to talk her down when she's cooled off.
He goes, girl, yes, I can make something. Does she like Faye?
I'm not sure. Sure.
Well, she's going to love Faye.
Okay.
Like the Fey world.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I speak Sylvian and stuff.
I'm gonna die.
Diddy.
Can't find what I'm looking for. It's taking far too long. Where I have to go with this. This will work. That looks nothing like me. That'll work.
He looks at you and he's like,
I imagine it being in like bezeled with like jewels and stuff as well.
Yeah. At least some
Because
sort of
Ennui is extra
something.
like that.
The
Ennui is super extra.
blue would be purple, like a light purple instead.
Where's my phone?
So we're thinking like golden lavender.
Did you bring it in? From outside?
Golden lavender.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, that's something I can do. I can definitely do that.
Your dice goblin.
He looks at you and goes, yeah, we can definitely do that.
I'll find it later.
And kind of measures you out, kind of like from shoulder, just does all the measurements. And you kind of see as he does like the, what is it? The Cinderella, almost, godmother. What isn't it? The godmother, the little baby
Fairy
mother?
godmother? Yeah.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo, like, does that to you and just kind of like
Push to the west.
is able to like get like thread and fabric to just almost sew right onto you. And he goes,
Yeah.
well, not like actually on the skin, but like as if it was crawling up your legs and onto you. And it's just like, he's like, I love this part of my job. And he looks back at you, looks at, kind of brings out like a little dress thing and kind of like fashions up a very like white dress with what looks almost like moving snow onto it, and has like has kind of like this part of, how do you explain it? Like it has like on the shoulders kind of like a caribou, like the antlers of a caribou kind of like onto it, and then like yeah, it's just kind of like this like very kind of sleek but like not too sleek, like curve hugging, but like very elegant dress that kind of just flows like snow, dropping in the sky, or how it when it's like like fresh snow. It's like that. It's like just untouched. And he goes, well, if your friend wants to come back, I mean, I didn't mean to be mean, but I mean, I totally probably did. He just kind of looks at you, goes, and just walks out and goes, I'm going to go to the boys.
Thanks, Ennui.
Thank
No.
you so much.
And he's like, no problem.
Fuck that bitch. He called my clothes tattered.
But he goes to the guys, kind of like, he kind of looks at you guys. Are you guys going to need suits? Looks at the guys. Suits.
Or something like this, but like not as tethered and nice looking. A fancy version of this.
And he kind of looks at it, and he, as you like describe it out to him, he kind of rubs his hands together and goes, all right, cool. And like he just snaps his fingers and just like lets it go off his hand. You just kind of see like this magic kind of like roll off his hand onto you, and you can kind of see how like this like vest pops onto your excuse me, pops onto your chest, but it looks like it is if it was made out of like dragon skin. Like it has that like scaleness to it. He puts you in like very like nice slacks, and you see on like the coat, he kind of takes the coat and kind of puts like a gold onto it with like maybe a little bit of the Starry Night that you have from your cape, but like on the top of it, it's kind of like this gold trimming of like what wings would be, kind of like a bird flying upward into ascension with this like scarf that kind of matches into like a evening sky. So it kind of like when you put it all together, it kind of looks like this evening sky that goes from like your neck all the way down to your back. And like it's like bronze, and he looks at the dwarf and he goes, "Would you like a suit, sir?"
I want an absolutely gaudy looking like religious suit with like a robe with like a pope hat, you know? But I want it to be just like way over the top religious. Like.
That's awesome.
So he looks at you as you describe it all and goes, "And what god do you worship?"
This would be an opportunity.
There's only one God.
How you wanted to look? If you ever wanted
And that
to
god
change
is?
It's true. Nothing.
What'd you say to me?
What if your clothes tattered and stuff?
He looks at both of you and goes, "Can someone please tell me what god he worships?"
The only true God.
And that god is?
What's it? How do I say it?
Moradin.
Moradin is the only true God. He protected us from a demon.
Yup.
Wow.
I know, right?
So he's like, "Oh, that's dwarven crafter," and he kind of like rubs his hands together, and like he just kind of puts you in like this very like kind of like forge looking like robes. Like it looks like what the fires of a forge looks like, and like it has like in certain areas like the accent colors are like that dark iron color, and you have this like gigantic like
Beautiful. That's what I want.
hat, and he kind of gives you a cane, like a Warhammer style like cane to go with it, and he goes, "That should be perfect."
Have we eaten yet?
No.
Well, I think
We're
we're
going
getting
to
dressed to go to this bin. So, my dude needs some hat, I guess. So
I shouldn't be conscious.
I say this is a fancy event,
Mm-hmm.
so I should dress fancy.
Mm-hmm.
I want, and I describe it to him. I want this black. I like black. With a hood. I won't use the hood, but I want it available if I need it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible for you to do this?
It's so cool.
Yes, I can do that. And he kind of, so he again waves the fingers, and you kind of see like this. This is almost like you're wearing almost like monk-like robes. Very kind of loose and baggy with the hood. The outside is red, that deep red with gold trim.
I want it black.
Oh, you want it black? Yes, that's what it was. You want it black. Do you want any accent colors?
Blue.
Darker
So-
black.
So he
Black?
puts in like a very deep black,
Black.
but with the
Red.
trimming and like the other colors, he gives you like a kind of a what, turquoise blue?
No. Ice
What?
blue.
Ice blue. Okay.
Night blue.
All right. And he goes, Alright, so that is everyone. You guys enjoy the festivities. I will see you guys there. And so,
I don't know if it's relevant, but it takes me 10 minutes to dock my mail according to the book.
it's okay. Anoui's most likely like.
Do magic clothes disappear when the magic wears off?
Nah, you keep them.
Okay.
Is that my dress?
Yeah.
I mean, Cinderella, I don't know.
It's not. The thing about Ennui is not that it's magical and it's like. It's magic, it's more of that he has figured out a way to quickly weave clothing onto someone. Like, he's not like, oh, he's just like.
Well, if his clothes disappear, his street cred will only go up, so I'm not worried about it.
As we're walking out, Niramour, you've done a lot of traveling.
Yes.
Have you ever met this Josiah?
No.
Yes, you have. Liar.
Niramour has not just
I trust her.
Yeah, Niramour has not just.
Well, hopefully he can give us some information.
I hope so too.
I think we're going to be good friends. We'll see. And in between now and then, me and you have to come up with an adventure.
Wait, before we get down there?
No, like next week.
Oh, okay.
Next
I
session.
was like,
But that's what we're gonna.
balls to create holograms. Bring that.
Huh.
I got some fancy stuff.
Yeah.
But that is where we're going to end the session. All right. And good night, guys.